Welcome to another InWheelTime podcast.
Hello and welcome to the InWheelTime Car Talk Show. Coming up, a preview of the upcoming Houston Auto Show. Later in Jeff's Car Culture, the top 6 battery brands. And in Driving Destinations, Mars has Southeast Texas Car Museums.
All right.
Howdy, along with Mike out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Seekin. Chief Engineer David Ainsley, I'll get to that in just a minute. He's with us today, and I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. You're going, where in the world are
What
they?
in the heck?
There's a bed sheet behind them. Well, don't get any
Don't get
foolish
up.
ideas.
There's a clean bed sheet.
Yeah, they are. And we're in David Ainsley's garage.
Yeah. And I like it when you come in the garage, he issues you a safe word.
A safe
He
word.
does. He issues a safe word when you come in. I like it.
Well, that's good. Well, we've got a safe word into the Houston Auto Show. Rochelle Salinas is with us this morning. Rochelle, good morning.
Oh, boy.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Well, it's so good to have you with us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you taking the time out of your Saturday morning. Tick-tock. We only got a couple of weeks left.
That's right. The countdown has begun.
Well, we're anxiously awaiting the doors opening at Rochelle Salinas' house of cars.
There you go.
Called the Houston Auto Show, and sometimes referred to as the Houston Automotive Show because it's a shared show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
That's
funny
right.
because
2 events
I've
in
got-
one.
Yeah, and I got a good friend of mine, a pilot that I know, and he manages to be in the market for a car and, oddly enough, a boat.
Oh,
and I said,
combo.
well, have I got a deal for
There
you?
you go.
Come on down. Yeah, so we're pretty excited about it, and I know you're excited too. And this show is, it's funny because we've been doing this long enough with you that we realize that every year brings its own set of newness to the Houston market. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've been working hard on a lot of last minute additions to the show this year too. So it's going to be a really fantastic year. If you haven't been in a few years to the auto show, this is our 5th year now combined with the boat show. And we've got some really fun things in store. Camp Jeep is coming back. The Ram track is returning as well. So you can test out all the capabilities of the Ram trucks. Plus, we're going to have Polaris out front. The boat show has secured the sponsor of Polaris, so you're going to be able to do some test driving of Polaris on an outdoor adventure track that they're building. And then all the traditional, cars, trucks, SUVs, electric vehicles from all the brands. We've even brought Ferrari of Houston is coming to put in a display.
Right.
Modern Luxury is having a display. We've got Mercedes-Benz and BMW, and then all the favorites. And then on the boat side, it's 5 acres of boats. I hadn't calculated it before, but 5 acres is quite a lot of boats.
And it's funny because they display the boats a lot differently than they do the cars. And man, they cram a lot of boats in there.
They do. They put watching the move-in process of the boat show is quite fascinating because they get them in on those trailers, drop them on the floor, cram them in next door to each other, inches apart. It's amazing.
And you can get on the vessels as well. Of course, you need permission to get up and, get on it and
Take your
tour
shoes
the
off.
inside of the cabin. Yeah, I got to take your shoes off.
Yeah. I think I lost audio of you guys.
and you'll notice inside
Oh, yeah.
luxurious materials.
Well, they still kind of have that. They've got marketing people and experts to that vehicle. Like Lexus has their experts and Corvette has their experts and all that. So it's part of it. My first auto show was Cobalt Hall, Detroit. That was mine.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, a matter of fact, I think that that show starts, next week?
Yep, sure, 14th.
The 14th.
Yeah, and I got a little bit of a story on that, too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because there's some congressional things going on with the automakers, but we'll leave that alone. But can you hear us, Rochelle?
I can hear you again. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we just stole your thunder and told everybody about the dates and the VIP party and all of that good stuff. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You know, sooner or later you're going to wind up hiring me as your assistant talker, and
my ambassador.
Don't touch
That's what I'll call it.
yes,
There you go.
yes,
My
ambassador of goodwill.
Yeah.
That's what they do with old people when they don't have anything else for them to do. It's
kinda like being a Walmart
he's
greeter.
the ambassador of goodwill.
A Walmart greeter at the
a Walmart greeter.
Yeah, you'll be the
How much are the
auto
tickets?
greeter.
How much are the tickets for the event?
Tickets are $20 at the door. You can get them at a 15% discount online right now. And we also have a family 4-pack special where you get one ticket free.
Oh, and the preview show, how much
Yeah.
is that for the VIP?
The VIP night is the steal. So adults only, $75, includes food, drink, and valet. NRG has also raised their parking prices, which we have no control over. And it is $24, I think, to park at NRG now. And so that alone, coming on VIP night, is a savings to come with your parking already paid for the valet. And you've got a good night in store for just $75.
Well, you know, I've got a feeling that you guys are going to wind up tapping into the rodeo shuttle sooner or later, and do your own parking thing off-site, and then have the buses come in. There
you go.
I didn't say that. I did. There was just an idea that just kind of came to mind, and well, there you go.
Well, I'm still trying to talk her into getting airplanes out there too.
Airplanes.
Well,
Helicopters.
helicopters.
In the big
yeah,
pad.
get
You
some-
know what? That's fine as long as I'm not on call that weekend. I'll have
Bring
nothing
it
to
up,
do with
didn't you,
that.
Mike?
Yeah.
Well, you can get a twofer.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that Ferrari is going to be there. That's something that hasn't happened in quite some time.
Yes, it is a new deal. There's some new ownership at the dealership for Ferrari of Houston, and so they have understood that auto shows are a place to be, and decided to come and participate this year.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. So do we have any manufacturers this year that we didn't have last year?
Manufacturer-wise, not specifically, but we were able to bring in Mercedes, Aston Martin, and Lotus from the Star Motor Cars dealership. So they're going to have a nice full display there too, so that we've got Mercedes back on the show floor.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad to hear that because, even if you can't afford a Mercedes, you certainly can look at them and go, oh, so this is what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And that pretty much goes for many of the manufacturers out there. It's such a great show because you can compare actual cars per car.
Right.
In other words, let's see what Chevy's got. Let's go over here and see what the comparison is to Buick
Or Ford.
Does Cadillac have something like that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
and of course, Ford and Lincoln and all of that. And I assume that they'll all have their own displays there.
Yes, they will. They will. We've got about 23 different brands, I think, being represented in their displays, and then there'll be some other onesies of vehicles spread out. And on the comparison aspect, something we added this year are some VIP tour guides. So you can pay a little extra for a ticket. You get a free T-shirt or a lanyard, and we have a Texas Auto Writers journalist who is going to lead people on tours. And we've broken up these tours into different segments. So you've got your starter vehicle tour, luxury vehicle tour, and then trucks and SUVs. So that if you are really trying to be a serious comparison shopper, that you can go with one of these people that are non-biased, have driven all of these vehicles on the show floor to give you a real review and comparison of these vehicles. And then you'll be able to walk the rest of the show floor and take in some more knowledge and sights and activities.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Now, a backstory. Typically, you have what they call a media day. Is that going to occur?
Yes, we'll still have our press morning on the first morning of the show on the Wednesday.
On Wednesday, okay. So that
Yeah,
would be Wednesday the 28th?
28th. Yes, right
Yeah,
before we open to the public.
okay. Just checking.
Yep.
I may or may not be there. It depends on the day and mood. And I know that you'll be there bright and early. Is Kimberly Schultz from Stellantis coming in?
Yes, she is. We're planning some surprises together.
Very nice.
Wow.
We always like surprises as long as they're good.
I think that's margaritas. That's code for margaritas.
Yeah. Well, this show is kind of a surprise.
Code for margarita,
yeah,
too.
Yeah, code for margaritas. Steve Parrott with Nissan, is he going to be there?
I don't think Steve is coming to town this year.
Darn it, because he owes me a dinner.
Yeah. Now he'll owe me one too.
Very good. Well, I think that he's taken on Infinity as well as his duties with Nissan, if I'm not mistaken. But
That would
at
probably
any
be
rate,
right.
yeah, I know we're talking out of school here, so pardon me for barreling in. You have anything for children that happen to be attending?
Of course, that this year we brought back our remote control racetrack,
All right.
so that the kids can drive the race cars. We'll also have a whole section of classic cars on display to admire. I'm pretty sure Kia or Hyundai will have their simulator, and so will Ford, where you get to get up in the race car simulator. And on the boat show side, they'll have the bass tub with the professional bass fishermen teaching you the proper way to cast and lure in some fish. And then, just being able to crawl inside all the vehicles and the boats is a kid's adventure land, no matter what.
Yeah. And for those that are listening to the show for the first time, just to let you know, there are no really sales representatives
No.
there. They're not trying to push you into buying a car. They're strictly there as information only. And then you decide a
Right.
dealership that you want to go to. And I think that takes the pressure off of everybody that wants to go and see the car show.
Right.
What's the best day to go?
If you're really trying to go and comparison shop and get some education, like you're mentioning, I think during the week is the way to go because it's less crowded. You've got more time and attention to be able to spend with those product specialists and take your time leisurely around the event. The weekend is definitely way busier. I've even seen people standing in line to look inside a particular vehicle. So
Yeah.
coming during the week's the time to go. One other new thing we're adding this year too is that we've decided to do a Give Back to Houston Day. And so Thursday, the 29th, we have 20 different nonprofits setting up in the lobby of NRG Center, promoting themselves, creating awareness about their nonprofits, taking donations, signing up volunteers, just creating some real awareness about what's going on. One of those that will be there is also the Gulf Coast Blood Bank, and so we'll be doing a blood drive that day, and we'll have 20 different other nonprofits out for people to learn from.
And and just to kind of gather on with that is the fact that this really is an event for the whole city of Houston.
Yeah, and surrounding area. Yeah. Absolutely.
Even if you take a bus to get there, seriously, I
Yeah.
mean, there's every kind of car, every kind of price point that you can imagine represented there,
Yep.
and it is a Houston event.
Do you track well, obviously, I don't know if you can track this, the furthest point someone travels to the show? Because they do that at other events as well, but I don't know if you do that there.
Yeah, we have this father-son duo that come all the way from Mississippi every year. I think they've been coming to the show about 15 years. They used to live in Houston and started coming when they were in Houston, and they had to move to Mississippi, and now they drive in. I call them our auto show VIP now because they're first in line when we open the show or the day that they come to the show. They're the first in line to get in. It's their tradition to be there early and be the first in the doors. Now we treat them like royalty and are so grateful that they travel just to come and hang out with us at the auto show.
Oh, it's cool.
So when do you say goodbye to your family and marry up with the car show? What day is that? When does move-in start?
Yeah, we start moving the week before, so that'll be about the 25th, I think. 24th, we move our offices over there, and then start moving in everything. The boat show starts a little bit earlier because it takes them a little bit longer to move in all those boats, but Camp Jeep and the Ram Track will start building the weekend before we open. And then things come together really fast. We move in the cars on Monday, and Tuesday we're ready for the VIP night. So it comes together really quick.
Well,
Wow.
well, as always, we wish you the very best of luck, and it's great to have you on. And I understand that we're going to be talking to you once we get out there for our
Yes.
remote broadcast that morning on Saturday.
An extended broadcast, I hope. It should be a good day for us out there.
It's going to go 3 days.
3 day, a 3 day broadcast. I love it. Rochelle, it's great to talk to you. Best of luck to you. We're
see
pulling
ya.
for you. I hope this will be the biggest Houston automotive show ever.
I hope so too. Thank you guys for the support. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
See you then. Just ahead,
Bye.
Jeff's Car Culture, top 6 battery brand rankings. You want to listen to that. Matter of fact, I had a friend of mine that had to get a battery.
You were telling me,
Yeah, for her car because the cold weather and it really zaps the batteries. And I said, this thing's fixing to go.
Yep.
And I was correct.
Yep.
I took it to the dealership and they tested it for several days and they said, yeah, we're putting a new battery in it.
There you go.
Mars has driving destinations, Southeast Texas car museums. That and more coming up after this break on the InWheelTime Car Talk Show.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good.
Make a splash. Live the dream. It all happens at the Houston Automotive Show at NRG Center. Check out classic autos to today's cars and trucks. Experience off-road adventures with Polaris, Ram, and Camp Jeep. Explore 5 acres of the newest sport boats, fishing boats, and much more. It's all here, from the open road to the open water. If it thrills you, you'll find fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now. The Houston Automotive Show. Making waves and fueling adventure.
Yes, fueling adventure.
Fueling adventure.
Fueling adventure.
Yeah, fueling.
And
And fueling prices have gone down.
I noticed that.
I know, we saw it.
InWheelTime
lot.
invites you to join us 10 to noon Central Time every Saturday for our live show about all things automotive. And we thank you for being with us today. And did you hear Rochelle say something about the fact that we're going to have an extended broadcast
Yeah,
that
I heard her
day?
say that.
Yeah,
So-
we need to talk about that. I had a conversation with her the other day.
Well, what do we need
He's
to talk
holding
about?
secrets.
Well, they're just the facilities and things like that.
Okay. Well,
The facilities could impact it,
yeah.
and she knows that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything, so we're just going to make
we
these
just need to
Show
arrangements
up.
right on the
there
air.
you go.
live.
There you go.
All right, time now for Jeff's Car Culture. Today,
Is it culture or
top
Motor Minute?
6, whatever. Top
Culture.
6 car battery rankings.
Okay, I got to find it. I was out of sync here.
You were.
I was on the wrong page. Here we
Okay,
go.
well,
It's
that's
the first
all right.
time
We've
to
been
have
on the
it.
wrong page since we got
Yeah,
here
it's
this
all right.
morning.
It's kind of a given. So car battery shopping has been one of the least exciting parts of owning a car. We all know that. And I'm doing this story because there's parts of the country that are really cold and parts that are really warm. So this goes out to our cold friends up there in the Northeast. A few things to remember before you head inside to locate a battery group for your vehicle is know that battery group, the CCA, which is the cold cranking amps. So the number one we have on here, now these are listed.
Is that a club?
The CCA?
The CCA?
Yeah, I think so.
It has to do with carp or something.
Could be.
Fishing,
Yes,
yeah.
fishing.
Fishing,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
CCA.
think GCA, whatever.
Yeah, and then there's AAA, and then there's AA. Number 6 on my list is the Odyssey
NA.
batteries. Have a number of features that have pushed them high in the rankings. their commitment to over-engineering is giving the batteries a reputation of reliability. The claim of a longer service life and cycle life and the shelf life are the comparisons for any competitor in the battery field.
It's called Odyssey.
Odyssey Extreme batteries can start a vehicle in temperatures as low as 40 degrees below zero.
Okay.
And all the way up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So there you go. There's the Odyssey. The next one, and it's kind of surprised me, is the Duracell. It's all about the big name, and it gets the battery world, and drivers may be pleased to learn that a well-known brand of manufacturers also does car batteries. In terms of customer reviews, Duracell batteries can, in some respects, be the best out there. They're pretty highly rated, and the majority of the outlets like Sam's Club and AutoZone have these batteries. Duracell has a few options available, like the basic level. There's a company standard series, all that good stuff. No frills option for the company. Claims to meet basic needs of the vehicle. The next one we have, Michael, is a Super Start. The Super Start, which is mainly sold through O'Reilly Auto Parts, offers a good range of batteries spanning from its economy to its premium units. Their economy batteries come with a 1-year warranty.
Don't forget, David, those are premium units.
Premium units. And while the premium unit receives 2 years worth of backing, both the Platinum and the Extreme batteries get 3 years of coverage bundle. So there you go. That's for that one. Die Hard. Now, it's not the movie. It's the battery. This is the battery.
It used to be the Sears brand.
It did. This is the battery your dad told you about and put in your first car. That's the one he bought. Die Hard remains a great aftermarket option for it was for Sears until they sold the brand to Advanced Auto Parts back in 2019. They relaunched in 2020, pairing the Die Hard battery with the Die Hard film hero, just mentioned that, John McClane. Popular advertising campaign reintroduced the battery brand and the availability. The next one, Michael, is an Optima battery. They use several unique design choices that move them to the number one spot in some cases, but not here. The six-pack design and spiral wound cells are used both in the LED and the AGM versions of the batteries.
They have LED versions?
Yeah, they're the old school, the old style. Okay. Now, they're very expensive in some respects. The most affordable option for a 1996 Ford Ranger is a $250 battery. But they're reliable, trusted, and have a good warranty backing for the product. Next one, Mike, is a Dakota. One of the main sources people tend to shell out more than a car battery is the ability to crank an engine when things get chilly. In this respect, Dakota has good ratings on that part. The company claims that the batteries offer 200% of the power traditional car batteries offer, 5 times the charging speed, it lasts 8 times longer, and are half the weight of what you would normally have as a battery. So check them out. There's all kinds out there. Just be careful. Get what you need. Check your cold cranking amps, and you should have a good, solid battery. Yep.
Then there are those batteries that you go, I've never heard of this, but okay, the salesman said buy this. Yep. It's good.
Yep.
Have you ever done that?
No. No, because I do my due diligence and research.
Did you mention Interstate?
Interstate was probably 7th or 8th on the list. Interstate is in the grouping of 12, but these are the top 6.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, sure.
Mars, you bought a battery in a while?
Nope.
Good for you. All right. Driving destinations. Mr. Mars, Southeast Texas car museums. How many are there?
Well, that's kind of the concern, and the ones that are there are no longer there. So I learned real fast last night. A lot of them are closed for the winter, and a lot of them are closed, period. They're not coming back.
Oh, boy. So
I took and added some of the North and the Central Texas pieces in there just so it would be more than just 3. And so I'm going to start out with the Formula Automotive Museum in Houston. I'd never heard of this till I got to looking for these. And it's focused on curated automotive history. You know, they have different exhibits that go through the year, including classic cars, specialty vehicles, collections. Kind of depends on what all they can kind of put together. But they a lot of it goes into the engineering and the highlight design behind the cars. Now, this is in Houston. A lot of the Houston car clubs go there for some of their events. Then, if you want to get a little further out, and something that's a lot different, is the Orangefield Cormier Museum in Orangefield, Texas. Now, if you haven't ever heard of Orangefield, it's next door to Orange, which is over in the Beaumont-Port Arthur area, part of the Golden Triangle.
You would know more about that than we would.
It's in a field, too, right?
It is. And they have a lot of oil fields, and there's a lot of this is based on the oil and stuff that goes around there because it's still very much oil producing with a lot of derricks and a lot of things going on. But it's built in, but the school district gets involved in it. It's all run by volunteers, and they do a lot of things related to the oil industry, including the car shows. They have a boom town that's set up with bank and post office, soda fountain, things like that. So there's a lot more to it than just the cars that they have there. This is one of them that's only open on certain times. But then you go into Beaumont, and you get to the Fire Museum of Texas. Now, this is the state Fire Museum of Texas. It's set in a 1927 Central Fire Station, and it's got a lot of old vehicles. Like there's a fire engine that used to be on the LBJ Ranch, and some of the others that are similar to that. And out front of it, you're going to find this giant fire hydrant.
Fire plug, yeah.
And it was actually something Disney built to use for part of the 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, be darn.
And the fire station there got it donated there, so they've got it there on the outside. The kids love going out there and taking pictures of it. You can climb on all the engines and stuff, and it's got a real nice
They've
history.
just built one themselves?
Dogs love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the dogs park.
Oh.
Then if you want to go a little bit further, and this is kind of out of whack, but over at the Texas Transportation Museum in San Antonio. Now, this celebrates just more than automobiles. It has a lot of trains. It's got a lot of trucks, how public transit has shaped its life in Texas and how it's kind of expanded as it goes around. It's got a lot of interesting things there, including model trains that apparently the kids really love getting in there and watching those go. Then you're going up north, the DFW Car and Toy Museum is being considered one of the largest museums of that kind in the state. It is got free admission. It's 150,000 square feet.
Holy cow.
It's got 200 collectible vehicles, got 3,000 vintage toys and automobilia, like signs and
Pedal
gas
cars
things.
and stuff.
Yeah. It goes through the brass era cars, muscle, exotics, pop culture, and it's really diverse, and it's got a lot of, and they even have some dog-friendly and family-oriented areas there that you can bring your kids and dogs and
Let
have a
the
big
dog
time.
go to the bathroom out there.
And it's free.
Now, you said some of these are closed and not open or wintertime. Are any of the ones that you talked about like that?
Well, like the Orange Field's only open on certain Saturdays. This one's open year-round and got all the hours and stuff on it. So then we can go out to Amarillo to the Jack Sizemore RV Museum and Storage. Now, I thought this was kind of a unique idea. He's got a lot of RVs and stuff in there as part of the museum. And it's also got some motorcycles, some other things. But it also has part of a storage. You can actually rent a place there and store your RV there to become part of the display. So it kind of keeps it going as a museum because a lot of these museums have closed down because of just funding. Then the Clinton Classic Chassis and Golden Age Gallery is another one like that. It's 22,000 square feet up in Clifton and runs from the 40s through the 80s vehicles, and it kind of rotates through them depending on what they have. Then the Terrell Antique Car Museum in De Leon.
De Leon.
All right.
I noticed that
Pre-World
you
War
looked
II.
at me for that. I noticed that you looked at me for that.
Well, I figured you would know. Pre-World War II automobiles is what's highlighted in here, including a rare vehicle such as a 1901 Coffin steam carriage and a 1915 REO Speedwagon.
All right.
A lot of these vehicles, they actually keep them running.
I've got all their albums.
Speedwagon? Albums?
That's real popular. And that was their truck. That was their band hauler that made it.
There you go.
So anyway, that's just some of the museums. You're going to need something to do this winter and you want to go see an automotive museum, there's some of them that you can go. Just be sure and check before you go if they're open.
Yep. I like it. Thank you, sir. Hey, the InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. Apple or Android, InWheelTime podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give InWheelTime a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on InWheelTime. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. That's it for this podcast episode of the InWheelTime Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.